How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to BRAWCAST. Do you know something, John? That fades now at the end, and I'm not happy about it at all. I'm not happy.
Oh, really?
Like cheeky fade in there rather than just ba-bang. And that's what
we need to
bring
fix
you
it.
every week here on BRAWCAST. It's Billy Kirkwood here with you. If you've never tuned in before, let me take you through what BRAWCAST is very quickly. We talk to weird and wonderful individuals from all around the world about random nonsense, about their careers, about their journeys, and so much more. And we bring it to you absolutely free on YouTube. We bring it to you free on Spotify. We bring it to you free on People. We cover all the up-to-date brands. And I'm here this week on the eve. I can't believe it's next week, on the eve of the Braw Beard and Mustache Championships. This is a special, I'll say beard-heavy episode, even though there is only one heavy beard on this one. Is the gaffer himself of Braw Beard Oils, JJ. JJ, I've been watching over the last couple of weeks the amount of love on your social media for your beard is getting out of. I mean, can we do only beards? Can we do like an OnlyFans style thing where it's just you stroke it? There's going to be a Japanese businessman that's going to pay for that somewhere. JJ, come on.
Just sitting stroking my beard. I think so, man. People keep asking how I tie it up. It's pretty simple. I've done a couple of videos on YouTube and stuff now.
I've seen.
I didn't realize that was an interesting thing, how you tie your beard up. But apparently,
some of the comments have been a little
yeah,
I don't know.
a little bit forward. I'm trying to show that I've got a kid and a wife, but.
Are you trying? I don't know. I think there's going to be some requests next, mate. It's going to be like,
I think so.
Oh, could you make omelets wearing nothing but just your beard? I reckon it's all coming. It's all coming, mate. It's all coming. Oh, it's just so I can see how you avoid splashback on your beard. You have a beard, girl?
Yeah, that'd be the excuse, I reckon.
I don't have that problem just now. I'm rocking my Bobby Ball mustache or whatever. You know,
it's looking good, man.
Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride. I've had them all. The Cavalier off the side of Canna McCune's Export. That's another favourite one as well.
Of course. Yeah,
well, they're all coming out. So all I've got to say is, if the Braw Beard IPAs come back,
you're the man for the can.
Man. I'm all sorted. I'm all sorted. JJ, it's so exciting because for the first time, it is 2 years, but we were talking about this the other day. It is 2 years, but it feels longer than 2 years because...
No, it's 3, man.
It is three. So the Braw Beard and Mustache Championships is one of the last events. I was saying this to someone the other day, but one of the last events of its kind, as in terms of kind of like a convention, a meetup, whatever you want to call it, in Glasgow in 2020. And that's a fact, folks. That's an actual stone cold fact. Because within about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, was it? Boom! The planet shut down. The planet shut down. It didn't even shut down Batman that was filming next door. I've got a space for you at Drygate, but you need to get here before a certain time because right. Robert Patterson is dying for your space. Your space.
Had to kick the Batmobile out of the way.
For the first time in 3 years, the Braw Beard and Mustache Championships. You must be buzzing, mate. You must be absolutely buzzing.
I am, mate. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it was February 2020 was the last one, as you say, and then I think it was around the 20th of March that COVID kind of kicked in, lockdown kicked in. So yeah, we were one of the last. We were one of the last events. It was. Is that music coming through?
Yes, I'm playing it in the background. Don't worry about it.
All right, man.
It's copyright free. It's copyright free.
I was coming through there. Sorry. The event, man. It's been 3 years. It's. People have been asking like if we were going to go in 2022, and we were planning on it, but the mask mandate was still in place, so we had to hold off on selling tickets in case we had to cancel, and we did have to cancel it. We spoke about doing it, and then we ended up doing the broadcast live instead, just to keep our place on the stage. Yeah, that's it, just to have an event as well, just to remind people we were there, and have an event in Drygate again, man. It's always good walking back into Drygate to host an event. So
hey, I love Drygate bits, but those bloody leather couches, man, they are designed to like. I just don't know. They make you. What's happening to chairs? They're just kind of frumped up on the couch.
They were pretty deep, eh?
Whenever you look at like these chat shows and what have you on like American TV, everyone's always like sat up like this, but we were all kind of frumped up on this couch. Well, you and me, we were on wee stools. We didn't even want to look like fannies. But all I'm going to say is everyone else was kind of frumped up like this. But loads of fun. But from there to this, what a year it's been. Loads of stuff going on. But finally, we're going to get, I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, 300 people into the Drygate, partying, singing, and of course, being a part of the championships. We're close to selling out. We're close to selling out, but there's still some tickets, yeah?
It's a couple of tickets left, man. I think it'll definitely sell out before the event if there's only a couple of tickets to go. I'll be making the lanyards this morning as well, so 116. That's it. That's how many competitors we've got.
Wow.
So far. So yeah, it's a lot, man. It's going to be a busy one again.
Coming along.
Yep. That's quite special as well. You know, it's almost half the people are competing, which is cool. I always worry about that. You know, lots of spectators buy tickets and no competitors buy tickets, and then we've not got a show after that. You know what I mean? You need competitors to make the show. So, yeah, we've got 116 competitors so far, which is going to be cool.
And a lot of them from the UK. A lot of them from the UK. Have we got any foreign travellers coming over for this bad boy yet?
We do. We've got a couple from America, Georgia, I forget the other one, Texas. We've got Norway, Iceland, Germany. Yeah, man, there's a few. It's international entries again, which is cool. Amazing.
Yeah. Those guys always smell nice. So, and we have had a shift in the bands because due to unseen circumstance or unfortunate circumstance, and we wish them all the very best, we've had a little change, a hand injury that's affected a little switch in the band's lineup.
Yeah, it was Riders Creed were supposed to be playing. They played 2020, and due to popular demand, they were asked to come back. A lot of the customers were asking if they can see them again the following year. They were really good. So they had the first slot. They were planned to play, and one of the guitarists had a hand injury at work. Unfortunately, cannot play. So we've got the Battalion of Flies have rolled in. They were due to play in 2024, and also asked them if they were available, and luckily they were available, so they've jumped forward to play, which is cool. The Scottish rock band sound amazing. They've got new music on the way. They just released a new single as well, which will be playing live. So yeah, man, I'm pumped to see them play.
So
a year earlier than expected.
What do you think is going to be your favourite bit you're looking forward to the day, mate? What do you think is going to be your favourite part? Is it that first time coming on stage, taking your top off and going, "Come on, do you not acknowledge?"
To be honest, it's not far off. I'll be honest, right? The bit I'm looking forward to most is you stepping on stage and starting the show, because that's just when, like, obviously there's nerves throughout the whole event because we're running a show. It's a big show. There's a lot of expectation. But when you run on and the atmosphere is focused to you, that's opening the show. That's the show starting. Everybody's looking at the stage, and you get the energy up and stuff. And yeah, and I think people remember the Braw Beard and Mustache Championships for that show opening as well. It's just the lights dim, the roar comes up, and then we get the show rolling. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, getting the first category on stage, and just seeing it roll, man. I just love seeing people smiling, cheering, clapping each other. It's a good time.
Clapping each other. Oh yeah, clapping each other. Sorry.
Oh, clapping for each other.
In my head, it was just.
Well, there might be. It's a beard show, you know. I don't know what goes on backstage. We'll see.
But I've always wanted to know. Like, I've always felt a bit weird when someone's went, "Can I touch your beard?" And it's like, no. Because I've had long beards over the years, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't like. I don't know how I feel about it. I still don't know how I feel about it. You know, always make sure to ask permission. It's 2023. Always make sure to ask permission. Don't ever walk up on a man and, you know, ask to touch their beard. And certainly don't walk up on a lady and ask her to touch her beard. That's well out of line. Bang out of line.
That's
but
bang out of line.
Talking about that, we do have the fake beard category, which is always very popular. One of my absolute favourites because men, women alike smash this category, I always think. How's that looking for this year?
It's probably the busiest it's ever been. I think there's 16 competitors entered for it, which is it's the heaviest entry we've had. I don't know, maybe some people might pull out, I don't know, because there's a lot of commitment goes into growing making the beards. You've seen them over the years, you know, they've ranged from obviously fake hair right through to shavings off a wood barrel to fake bumblebees to
we had Lego 1 year, did I imagine?
Yeah, we did have Lego, aye. Yep, we had Lego 1 year. Michelle Newell, she done a Lego beard, which was incredible. I've still got the Lego figure from that somewhere. I thought it's in the van. It's in the van.
Oh, okay.
She gave it was a little guy in a kilt. It was supposed to be me, I think. That's what they said, but it had
Okay.
Braw logos on it and a kilt, so I kept it. But that was amazing. So yeah, there's a lot of entries for the fake beard category. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with this year, because they just get bigger and bigger and bigger and better. So
man.
yeah, it's going to be cool.
Imagine if somebody made a beard out of COVID tests and you were just like, oh, come on, too soon. Too soon.
Oh, well, somebody's watching this and there's a week to go and they're struggling for ideas. You never know, mate. You never know.
Oh, bunch of them just, come on. I would advise you not to do that, because I don't know how that one will go down, in all fairness.
No, I know.
Pregnancy tests. Now, maybe that would be different. Yeah. We are going to see the return. Is Mrs. JJ going to be coming along, Mrs. Braw?
She'll be there, man. She'll be running the stage from the side, as always.
There we go.
The last time she was doing it, she was like 7 months pregnant the last time. And
Very much so.
Still doing it.
Just about ready to pop.
That's right. So, yeah, she's obviously a lot fitter this time. She's not pregnant this time. So, yeah, she'll be running the show from the side of the stage, running the categories and stuff. And, yeah, it'll be good. She's looking forward to it as well.
I think it's going to be amazing, right? JJ, how do people still get hold of tickets? We've got to ask the question, because it seemed to be, whenever I look in the Braw social media, despite the number of posts, despite the number of videos, despite the number of times you say how to get tickets, how do people get tickets?
Just at thebrawbmc.com. So that's the website, thebrawbmc.com. Simple as that.
How can you get it wrong? How can you get it wrong? It's what's some of your favourite memories of the championships? Because like for anyone that's never came along, it's a great atmosphere. Everyone is so supportive. People come along and do meetups. They only know each other maybe from support groups and by that respect, or even just meeting on the brotherhood on the Facebook page and interacting that way. Some people have had social anxiety or even coming along and have got pals, and there's a great atmosphere. What's some of your favourite memories over the years?
There's a few, man. There's, like you're saying, yeah, there's a lot of people who've met each other in Facebook groups, never met in real life. And then they meet the person in real life, and then they build friendships from there. Yeah. And then there's guys I know in the brotherhood who are nervous, as you say, social anxiety, would never, ever, ever step on a stage if they weren't, if they weren't entered, if they would never go and voluntarily step on stage. And then these guys are walking on stage, but they've got the support of the crowd there, because everybody's there for the same reason. They're just there for fun and support their mates.
Yeah, nobody's going to come on and boo your beard just to make that thing.
If there is any booing, it's probably a wee pocket of mates just being funny to their mates on stage.
Mate booing. No on my watch, mate. There was no booing on my watch.
But that's it, man. It's like people, who would struggle to walk on stage in normal life, walk on stage and get a cheer. They feel the buzz, the energy of the crowd, and then they're pumped for the rest of the night. They're loving life. And then there was I was going to say there was James and Lorraine who came over from Portland. They got engaged on stage and ended up getting married a year later. So yeah, there's loads of good memories, man. It's such a unique event. It's a unique event. And
imagine they'd got married, right? Had a baby, then they turned up with the baby with a tiny fake beard on and entered the fake beard category.
Start the cycle.
All I'm going to say is that's a stone cold winner. That's a movie right there. That's a movie right there. If anyone out there has a child.
Nah, we've got to watch what we're saying here, because an over 18 show would have to do that in the car park. Take their entry in the car park.
Anyone out there has a friend that's really wee, is willing to wear a nappy and be swaddled up just for a night, and not some of the people that are leaving sexy comments about John's beard over on his Facebook page. That's all it is. We don't need any of those Japanese businessmen to come along. But so many people have reached out from all around the world saying they're gutted that they can't be there for various different reasons. But we're going to do our best, because every year you usually get some footage done, you get some filming. Are we going to see a bit of that again this year?
Yep, we've got the cameramen lined up, ready to go. So we'll be doing, for the competitors, there'll be the professional headshots again. There'll be event coverage with photos, and there'll be event coverage with the cameras, the video cameras as well. So there'll be a highlight reel goes out after it as well. We try and do that every year, just so people can see. People who have never been to the event before, they can see the highlights of the previous year if they want to come to the next one.
Aye. And are people going to be able to? Buy Braw gear again? I should ask that question.
Yes, mate. Yeah. So every year we do a limited edition beard oil. There's only 100 of them made, and they're all numbered individually between 1 and 100. And then there'll be the event T-shirts as well. We're doing the Braw Beard and Mustache Championships 2023 T-shirts. And then we're raising money for Chris's House Suicide Awareness Charity as well. Our man, Mr. Tragic Ahara, he's done a one-off limited edition piece of art that's going to be available for raffle to raise money for Chris's house. There will be a bra package as well available to get. And then, yeah, there'll be the whole range of merch on the stand, all the oils, the shampoos, that kind of stuff will be available to buy as well.
With you. I was looking around for one of my kids' drawings because I was dying to go, and this is it here. just to see how many people would have went, oh, okay. It's like, that's not it. It's going to be ready for the day. It's going to be in a gorgeous frame and whatnot. That Tragic across. Big friend, big part of BRAWCAST here, who's been working away on it. The only reason he's not going to be there on the day is because it's his son's birthday. And we figured,
it's a valid excuse, man. It's a valid excuse.
If true. Who knows? At this point. Could he have made it up just to get out of it? I've come up with some brilliant excuses in my time, and it's just it's not good enough. It's actually my daughter's birthday, and I don't have a daughter, so but I'll be there anyway.
Committed, mate.
Committed, exactly. Committed. It's a long day. I was about to say it's a long day. It's not a long day because it starts in the afternoon. People can get there, get something to eat, chill out. Yeah, pizza, thieving scum. Right, it's been 3 years, John, and I've not let it go. I seen when you were when we walked in to do that bit promo the other week, and you were staring at the bar that you meant to get a pizza from. I seen you clicking it. I ordered a pizza, and they sent it to our table. Bastards ate it. You bastards ate it. You didn't order a pizza and one just arrived and you went brilliant and just it's still to this day.
Haunts you, mate. Haunts you.
Don't even get me started.
Well, we'll get you a pizza this year, mate. We'll get you one.
Well, it has to be gluten free now because I'm trying to be a good boy.
Okay.
Doing my nutting. Right. When are we kicking things off? What is the order of the day, mate? We might as well run that down for people because there's going to be people watching. They'll be thinking about buying tickets because we know that people are buying tickets late just now, but you've only got a week. You've only got a week now, so don't sleep on it too long. What's the order of the day? What can we expect? It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. What are we looking at?
Yeah, right. So the doors for competitors open at 5. Right. And then the doors for spectators open at 5:30. And the reason for that is, as you see, there's 116 competitors. We need to get them through, get their lanyards, get processed into the correct categories. So we're just giving it half an hour extra to do that. So doors at 5 for competitors, doors at 5:30 for spectators. And then the show starts at 6:30.
Yep.
And then we'll just be rolling. Well, there'll be a break in the middle somewhere, but we're just rolling right through to wrapping it about 10:30. We've brought it forward half an hour. Usually finishes at 11, but we've brought it forward half an hour because just off customer feedback from before, there's people wanting to get away, get buses, get trains, get taxis home. So we're wrapping it a wee bit early just to accommodate that. Because there's been a lot of people in the past that have had to leave before the awards ceremony. So, if somebody wins, we don't want them missing their train or missing their the taxi just to get an award. Or vice versa, missing their award to get a taxi. So we've brought it forward for that reason. We've had changed the categories around a little bit as well. Before we would put the freestyle near the end of the show because it's a big hitter. It's a kind of headline act, I guess. All these mad styled beards. But then people were saying that the beards were starting to sag a little bit. The wax was starting to give with the heat in the venue.
Oh, I never thought of that. That makes a lot of sense.
Being honest, mate, I never really thought about it too much either. So we listened to that as well. So we've brought the freestyle right to the front. Or it's not first, but it's one of the first. Just so the beards can look the best before, and then we get the rest of them on later on. Yeah, it's going to be good.
And can I say anything? I mean, we've got over 100 competitors. Can I give one piece of advice? When your category is called, could you actually come to the stage? That would be brilliant. Because there is nothing worse than being on stage going, we have got 16 people in this category and there is 3 of yous here. Because there is nothing worse than somebody running up going like, oh, I missed it, I was having a shite, or anything like that. If you could do your best to nip it, punch it, and make to the stage, that would be great. Whatever you need to do.
Yeah. The thing is, we'll have a running order around the venue. So people can see, we always do that kind of timings, a running order, so people can see, right, my category's on at 7 or whatever, and just be ready, because it makes your life easier, and it makes the competitor's life easier. It makes Elaine's life easier because she's trying to round everybody up to get them on stage.
Look, that was a 7-month pregnant woman, and at
She
times
was
I
fierce.
saw her with a knife. Like, I swear, I thought a couple of times it was like, you know, there's 10 people in this category, and I was scared. I was scared. It's like, if these people don't turn up, am I going to get it? Am I going to be cut as a warning to everyone else? This could be you.
This could be you.
So, you know, sitting there bleeding out on the stage going, if under 6 inches can make their way to the stage, to the increasingly irritated pregnant woman, that would be amazing. Who's beautiful and wonderful and doing a great job. Don't stab me against the line.
That's Billy the example.
Yeah, exactly. This is a warning. This is a warning to you all. And I wouldn't have blamed her. I wouldn't have blamed her at all. No, it's going to be a great one. We can't wait. Of course, you can get there along to the Drygate nice and early. You can get some food. They do cracking pizzas, but they do some great drinks. Pace yourself. Have yourself a great time. Loads of good stuff around the city. I know people do meetups and that type of thing. I mean, hey, we did the video, of course, with the walk through Glasgow. Loads of people do meetups and that type of thing. And it is something that, you know, couples can come along to and have a bloody great time as well. So get the last of the tickets and come along. And I don't think I'm speaking out of sorts here, JJ. Let's come along and just have a bloody good time. Just bloody good time. All good vibes.
That's it, man. That's what the whole event's about. You know, the majority of the people are there for just a laugh and have fun. There are some like competitive bearding people there that go. They do the World Championships, they do the British Championships. They take it, you know, serious. But then there's a lot of guys there just there for fun, and that's the thing, man. It's about meeting people, having a good time. Everybody's there for the same reason, just to have fun. Like you say, pace yourself with the beer because you don't want to miss it. You know, it's a good time, man. It's good fun.
Because there is a zero tolerance on arseholes, and that's nothing that is being put in place by JJ. That's pretty much the 300 other people that will be there will let you know pretty fast. So good vibes. Well, look, I'm going to get there nice and early and maybe see if I can sneak out a cheeky broadcast just before we kick things off.
That'd be cool, man.
Might show you next week, like a little behind the scenes thing. In terms of just finally behind the scenes, judges. Now, every year you always have some interesting judges that we have along. Who's some of the people we've got this year?
So we have Angela from Orbit Smoke Barbers. Obviously, she's a professional barber. She knows her stuff. She's going to be doing a bit of judging. I think Tony from Mohair, he's going to be there as well, another barber. We've got people who know the craft, and we've also got Jack Jester, good old Jack Jester, Stunner McGregor. You never heard him? Never heard.
What does he do? What does he do?
Someone.
Oh, are we back?
I'm not sure.
We went for a second. I wasn't sure if we were doing a very comedic pause or not.
It just fucked it. It messed the whole thing up. Some.
What does he do? What does he do? This Jack Jester.
I think he's a wrestler. I'm not sure.
Oh, that stuff.
Something like that, man. But so he's going to be there. Who else we got? We got Jo. So Jo is she does the pre-judging, right? So a bit seriousness here. Like everybody who comes in who's a competitor. Most people, when they bought the tickets at the start of 2020, we paused it again. I don't know what's going on.
We moved around. That was really weird. Weird. One of my kids must actually be using technology because you see the broadband I've got here. Honestly, it's the equivalent of holding a coat hanger above your house. It is shocking. It is shocking. Right, so Jo does the pre-judging.
So Jo does the pre-judging, right? So everybody who comes in and enters, they also get their lanyard, but there's a list of categories on the back. So Jo will hand these out to the competitors and just tick to make sure you're in the correct category. Because there's a lot of people entered way back in March 2022, and their beard may have changed. You know, they maybe just got a moustache now, or just got a shorter beard, or got a longer beard, so they may have entered the wrong category. So Jo is on pre-judging. Everybody goes to her to make sure they're in the correct category, and then it makes it easier for when they come to you on stage. Make sure they're in the correct category.
You can still enter if your beard has changed, but it's just making sure you're not turning up going like, under 6 inches, under 4 inches, or something like that, and you've got something down at your knees. You know, that would be unfair. To be fair. Or you're turning up completely shaved, bald, and you're going like, I want to go in the mustache category. And it's like, you can go in the get to fuck category. So listen, Joe is going to take care of all that. And so it means when you get to the side of the stage. And listen, we love people dressing up. We love people having a good time and coming out and putting on a bit of showmanship. Always. I don't want to see there's any extra points for the judges, but there's extra points for me. That's all I've got to say. There's extra points for me. That's all I've got to say. Right, so we can get tickets over at the Braw Beard Mustache Championships, over at the website. All the details will be in the post, and you can head over, of course, to all the social media. Tickets are now limited. They are very limited.
Very, yeah. There's only a couple left, so yeah, they will go in the next couple of days, I'm sure.
Brilliant. Right, let's get the hell on out here. It's going to be very exciting. Can't wait. All we're going to say is, are we going to get any other last-minute surprises over on social media? Like, are we going to get a look at the T-shirt and stuff like that?
Yes, they're due to arrive Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, there'll be sneak peeks going up there. We're also doing an event beer. We always do a beer with Drygate, in collaboration with Drygate. So I just seen the labels for that on Friday. It looks good. I will share some of that when I get photos.
Can you tell us what it's called?
It's just a Brotherhood brew. Just Brotherhood brew. Yeah, it's nothing special. We just make it for the event. So old Sea Dogs jaw pubes or something like that. I've never known that. IPA. When IPA, you never know, do you? Or is it an IPA? Or is it just a regular beer? It's a heather lager. This was made with heather, which is really cool.
I haven't the first clue what I'm talking about. Do you know that? Somebody sent me up to get, this is true, somebody sent me up to a bar yesterday to get a pint for a blind comedian. It's not even, it sounds like the start of a bit, but I swear it's not a bit. And I realised I did not have a clue what pint to get him. So he went, so what kind of pint? And it's like, I mean, I don't know. Not to be rude.
I'm the same, man.
Not to be rude, I don't know if he knows, like, because it's on tape. Like, I don't like. Is it this one? Was it this one?
Fair point.
How did it taste? I don't know.
I don't drink. To make it even worse, I don't drink. I can't even give you the taste palette.
I'll get you a Diet Coke. Let's say. Right, that's all we got time for this little special edition of BRAWCAST. We're going to be back with a behind-the-scenes look next week, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. And don't forget, we've only got a couple of tickets left to go and grab them. Make sure to follow all Braw Beard social media. There'll be some special posts going up next week, and we will see 300 of you sexy bastards next week. It's exciting. We're on it down. Shall we do the? Do we do the wave goodbye?
Yeah, let's go, man.
It's about a minute long, this track, mate. It's about a minute long. Here we go. Big credits. Put up. We just got the video. Yeah, my shoulders can't put up, man. We're gonna. I'm not meant to be here.